Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you are all well and enjoying your painting. Today I'm painting a wallaby. The colours I'm using are burnt umber, raw sienna, grey, unbleached titanium, titanium white and black. The brushes I'm using: a filbert brush, a medium filbert brush, a medium angle brush, medium flat brush, a small round brush, and a small fan brush, and a fine liner brush. I've loosely drawn my sketch of the wallaby, and I've loosely painted in the base colours using a light mix of raw sienna, white and grey. I've also loosely painted the shadow areas and the eye and the nose. After painting the base colours with raw sienna, I decided to darken the base colour using burnt umber before adding the fur, because the darker colour would show up the lighter fur strokes. Then, using light grey shades and unbleached titanium white, I begin painting in the wallaby fur. For the wallaby chest and tummy fur, I used a lighter mix, using white and unbleached titanium white. The reason I'm using lighter shades for the fur strokes over a darker base is because the lighter fur strokes will show up and allow me to colour glaze over the fur with a watery colour mix for shading as needed. For the sides and the legs of the wallaby, I've used a fine liner brush. I make thinner fur strokes as the fur looks finer than the tummy area. I continue to add the fur strokes onto the wallaby. I make thicker, fluffy texture strokes for the chest and the tummy area. Painting the face fur and using a fine liner brush, I'm making shorter, finer fur strokes. I also add more details to the face as needed. With my medium round brush, I use a watery mix of burnt umber and I start the glazing, adding colours to the chest and the tummy area, creating the shadows and the shading to the fur. I start adding more hair details to the ears and the head area, adding fine fur and shading. I continue to go over my wallaby painting with a small fan brush and a medium round brush, adding shading and shadows using the glazing technique and adding more details as I go. I've painted the eye with raw sienna, burnt umber and black for the pupil, and also black for the fine eyelid skin using a fine liner brush. I've also added a highlight to the top of the iris using white and a small touch of blue. I've also added a light raw sienna for the light reflection to the bottom of the iris. I continue to go over my wallaby painting, adding more shading and shadows using the glazing technique. I'm also adding more fur texture details as I go. I go over my painting, adding fur details and shading to the head and the muzzle area. Also adding details to the eye with a touch of white mixed with raw sienna to the corners of the eye. Also adding eyelashes using black. I'm adding the final details to my painting. Using dark grey and black, I've painted in the whiskers around the muzzle area and also the eyelashes. Okay everyone, I've now finished my wallaby painting. I do hope you've enjoyed my video, and I hope you find the glazing technique helpful in your paintings. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you soon with my next video. Take care. Bye for now.